Yo, what's going on, guys? We are back today for another video, and we got some really important stuff to cover today. It's going to be pertaining to the contest, especially the end game for the next few months. So some really exciting stuff was talked about on the Kabam stream today. So here we're going to pull it up on YouTube. So the Everest content plan for 2024. So let's get into this a little bit. So it's kind of going to be, if you guys remember, Summer of Pain and Eternity of Pain, when those were like first launching, before they were end game quests to just do. Skip ahead a bunch here. There we go. They was released on I think it was a weekly cadence at one point. I remember it was like every Wednesday we'd have a new boss to fight, and it was like so much fun. It was like became routine. Like this went on for months. Every Wednesday I'd get up, I'd come make a video on this new boss, and it was just a lot of fun. And my Wednesdays started to feel kind of empty, once that went away. So really happy to see it coming back. It's not going to be an every week thing, so it's going to be every 2 weeks. We're going to be getting a new boss fight, and we're gonna have seasons. So these seasons are going to be lasting 3 months. There's a bit of a change. There's an energy cost per tile now. And it's going to be 2 nodes per quest, so it's going to be 10 energy basically to take a stab at the boss. And for me personally, I'm totally fine with this. It's going to make it a little bit harder, or not harder, but just, you're going to have to use energy if you're trying to record a solo or something, restart, go back and try to get a solo, which is totally fine. I think they know that a lot of people try to go for solos and are restarting a lot. So now they're just going to charge you a little bit of energy to do that. And yeah, I don't see a problem with that at all. Then we have here, so the final month is all 4 previous fights plus 2 new fights. And there's going to be 2 paths. So it's going to be like a gauntlet style with all the bosses. That's awesome. Absolutely love that. And I wonder if that's going to have... No, I don't think it will. But they're going to have objectives. So the first 4 fights will have 2 Paragon objectives and 1 Valiant objective. So being Valiant is finally being more rewarded in game via an extra objective, which is of course going to lead to better rewards. So the finale has 4 Paragon objectives and 2 Valiant objectives. So it's just going to give, basically, I think the way it's going to work is every time you complete an objective, you're going to get a point. And then, once you reach a certain amount of points, you unlock certain milestones. And these milestones are very good. We're going to jump to those in just a second. And so here's the release schedule. And so, of course, we're in winter right now. So they're calling it the Winter of Woe. I still remember my buddy MSD. He came up with Winter of Withering or something to that effect. I love the sound of that. Hopefully they incorporate that to next year's winter if they continue this. But yeah, Winter of Woe, I don't know. I don't think it has quite the same ring to it. But so our first fight is coming out in 5 days. It's going to be next Wednesday, February 7th. Then we have 2 weeks later, it's fight 2, February 21st, March 6th, March 20th, and the finale is going to be spanning from April 3rd to May 1st. So we're going to have almost like a whole month to do that finale. And that's really great because now, the problem with the old reward structure was we'd have to wait, until May for the event to end to then get paid out the rewards. But that's not how it's going to work this time. It's instead of that, it's just going to be milestone rewards that you claim. And so we also have the other names here. So we have Spring of Sorrow, Summer of Suffering, Autumn of Agony, and it's going to be spanning the rest of the year and even into the beginning of next year, 2025. So that's really cool. I like that. It's obvious this is how they're going to incorporate, plenty of pieces that they're going to be releasing for the other Deathless champions throughout the year. This is just going to be like an easy, guaranteed way to be releasing those pieces, which is great. Because I'm going to be doing this content either way, so we're going to be gathering plenty of pieces. And again, if you complete the pieces for every champion, then you're going to unlock a meta relevant Thanos, which I'm so excited to see that, and that will be 2025. So let's see these rewards, man. This is the big stuff here. I was blown away when I saw these, to be honest, and the more I looked, the better it got. Like, I didn't even realize some of these rewards were in here, and I was already thinking like, wow, this is so good. So let's go through it. Let's start from the bottom. So it starts out, super tame, 10,000 6-star shards, but also a tier 6 basic and a tier 3 alpha, which is really nice. You know, everyone can always use more of those materials. Then we ramp it up a little bit to 15,000 6-star shards. You know, Valiant players, we don't care about 6-star shards too much, but, you know, we'll take some for sure. Gives us a little bit of ISO. Try for some max SIGs. This is going to lead to more 7-star shards. Again, 1 tier 6 basic, 1 tier 3 alpha. Okay, it's just the first 2 milestones. And yeah, it tells you how many points you need for each of these. Then once we get to milestone 3, it starts to ramp up a little bit. You know, we got a 6-star Abyss Nexus. You know, if in case you're hunting any 6-star, you know, those are nice. We have 100 6-star generic SIG stones. Even me, I can use more SIG stones. You know, I don't buy them from the Battleground store. I don't want to waste my trophy tokens on them. So, you know, once I SIG 200 a champ, I get pretty low on SIG stones. You know, I can always use some more of those. That's good. Another tier 6 basic, another tier 3 alpha. Then we also see the introduction of tier 6 class catalyst selectors starting at a 25%, which is fantastic. Then we move to milestone 4 and we see 7-star shards, half a crystal, 7,500 shards. Another 100 6-star generic SIG stones, another tier 3 alpha, another tier 3 basic, and another 25% selector. Then we ramp up even more. We get tier 2 primordial dust, and I'm pretty sure that's a full one, so that's 200. So that's 1 full ascension for that 5th milestone. 12 points required. Again, another catalyst of each of those basics and another 25% selector. Then we move up to milestone 6, and here we see 5,000 Titan shards, a quarter of a crystal, another 7,500 7-star shards, so that completes 1 full 7-star crystal, another tier 6 basic, another tier 3 alpha, another 25% T6CC selector. So all that added up so far, that's 1 full tier 6 class catalyst selector, you know, a full 7-star, a full ascension, and we're still only at the Paragon stuff. And the final Paragon milestone here, this is the Paragon's peak. You're not going to be able to get any rewards past this point, is the Deathless piece. So that's really great, you know, that you don't have to be Valiant to get that Deathless piece for Deathless King Groot. That's great. You know, you should pick that up. Then here, so this is the reward that I didn't even realize was on here until like my 3rd time looking at this. I'm like, oh, tier 4 alpha fragments. The most sought after catalyst in the game right now. Oh, that's here too. Cool. So yeah, so Paragons are going to be able to get a taste of tier 4 alpha fragments. And it's 28,500. That is a lot, guys. That I want to make sure you all understand how much that is. So to put that into perspective, you know, that's 28,000. That's for the Paragon peak too. That is so good. The amount that we get for doing a raid, which is a once a month type thing, brand new, added to the game, for Loki, placing top 10 in the entire world. Do you know how much tier 4 alpha fragments we get? About 5,000. About 5,000. This is 28,000. Yeah, that's a lot. It's a 5 times multiplier basically on once a month reward from raids. Also, to again put that into perspective, I'm pretty sure there's an offer right now in game for that very resource. So you see here, Canadian, $40 for again 5,700 fragments. That's how much Kabam's charging for these materials right now. And here for this very first milestone, we're getting 28,500. That is, I hope you understand how much that is for Kabam to be giving out. It's a lot. Then again, we have another tier 6 basic, another tier 3 alpha. Then things really start to ramp up. Just again, so far in the past 4 milestones, if you add it all up, that's 1 full TCCC selector. In this new milestone for the final Paragon one, just a full tier 6 class catalyst selector. And then it gets even crazier that like I didn't think they were going to be able to top, you know, the most sought after catalyst currently in the game, but they did with the first ever introduction of 7-star SIG stones. The entirety of last year, we saw the introduction of 7 stars into the game, into the economy. We went through a new Everest content dropping. We went through a new progression title being granted and a spending event with that title active, and throughout all of that, and a banquet event, we went through those 3 main events of the year with 7 stars, the Valiant titles being active, and not a single 7-star signature stone was given out. Not a one. Not a one. Like, that is how... This is huge. This is massive, dude. To finally see 7-star SIG stones. And it's not in a deal. It's not for money. It's for doing content. Which I absolutely love to see. Like, this is, you know, Kabam putting a foot forward and restoring balance to the game from it being so focused on spending to being back to focus on doing content. And I absolutely love to see this. Like, this is, when I saw these SIG stones here, man, it made my day. Like that, and that's why I didn't even notice the tier 4 alpha at first, because like 7-star SIG stones. So we were only seeing 5 random for this final milestone that Paragons can achieve. Then we move to the Valiant exclusive milestones here, and we see another 5,000 Titan shards. We see another 28,500 tier 4 alpha fragments, another one of each catalyst, another full selector, another 5 SIG stones, and then this final one. Holy smokes, dude. We see 10,000 Titan shards, which is a full 50% of a crystal, another 28,500 tier 4 alpha fragments, another one of the catalysts, a full selector, and then more SIG stones, but this time they're generic, and 10 of them. So, you know, that's a 10 SIGs that you can put into any champion of your choice. And, you know, that got me excited. That got me thinking, you know, who am I going to put SIG stones into? So, you know, I took a look at my entire 7-star roster, and it's a pretty easy choice. Like, there's only a few champs here that I'd really want to be giving SIG stones to. And I'd say that's, you know, Domino, because she really benefits with getting the critical failure and just doing more BS damage to your opponent. Korg, you know, increases your Thorns damage to, again, deal more damage to your opponent. But I think I would just give all 10 of them to Spot, and out of the random ones, I'd just be hoping for Science, just to get Spot's SIG level up higher. You know, he's basically my favorite champ in the entire game. He's my favorite 7-star that I have for sure. I absolutely love this guy, and just the more SIGs I put into him, the harder he's going to hit. And so, you know, I've never been able to put SIGs into him intentionally. You know, it's all been through luck. Pulled him from a Titan, luckily, and I pulled him from a 7-star, luckily. And that's how I got him, you know. Now I can finally, through skill in my roster and doing content, I can earn SIG stones to get that ability higher. Finally. You know, like, we already have rank 3 7-stars, but never have we seen SIG stones. So, like, this is just such a big deal. And I'm just so excited for this event. You know, it's just going to be guaranteed content all throughout the year for me to play, enjoy, make videos on, help you guys get through with guides and stuff, and like do challenges with. Like, I love this, man. Like, this is just such good news for the entire year. The rewards are fantastic. Like, I love to see this. I absolutely love to see this, man. And so we can do a little side-by-side here for the Paragon rewards versus the Valiant rewards here. If you're interested, definitely suggest, you know, trying to get to Valiant. Stuff is worth it if you're able to. And yeah, that's a little side-by-side. I don't see, is there anything else in here? I think that's mainly it, but there is one last thing that I wanted to show you guys and to talk about here. So let me switch to my other monitor, and we can pull up, so February event. So here we have the Valentine's stockpile. So this is huge, dude. I would say Kabam has been lacking a bit on, you know, login calendars when it comes to events for the anniversary, for Christmas. Like, I don't remember anything being that crazy or that I was super excited about. But this is like the best login calendar I've ever seen. We have a chance to get a 7-star exclusive champion. So let's break this whole thing down. So, a special 14-day rewards calendar is coming your way, but with a brand new look. This Valentine's Day stockpile is progression-based calendar with some incredible rewards just for you, Valentine. I mean, just for you. Summoner. Collect Love Juice, powerful potions, crystal shards, and even select champions to join your roster. Valentine summoners are uncollected and below will get to add a 5-star champion from a special limited pool to their roster, while Cavalier and Thronebreaker summoners will add 6-star champions to their team, and Paragon summoners will add multiple 6-star champions to their team, and even a chance at a 7-star champion. Valiant summoners will not only get to flesh out their 6-star rosters, but will even get a 7-star. And so these are the 6 champions. We have Invisible Woman, we have Black Cat, we have Domino, we have Mojo, we have Angela, and we have Iron Man from this special crystal on day 14. All this just for logging in and playing every day. So if you're Valiant, again, this is more pressure and to push for Valiant to get that title. If you're Valiant, dude, you can get a guaranteed 7-star, and all those champions are pretty good. Let's talk about each of them real quick. So Invisible Woman, that is a brand new addition to the 7-star roster. She does not currently exist as a 7-star, and she's an interesting one. I feel like she could use like a little bit of a tune-up. That would be a very interesting pull. Maybe she could be good as a 7-star on defensive battlegrounds. Maybe. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. She could surprise me. But yeah, that's for science. Again, she does not currently exist. She's not here listed as a 7-star yet. Skill, on the other hand, Black Cat is. She's currently in the Loyalty Crystal. I just pulled her. I am loving her. If I got her awakened, bro, I'd probably have to rank 3 her. So if we pull if we pull Black Cat, that'd be very exciting. I was kind of thinking about Domino too, though. Another luck-based baddie in the game. Domino, already have her, rank 2 and awakened. But, like I said earlier in the video, Domino's one of the very few 7-stars that I would even think about actually putting SIGs into. So, if I happen to pull her from that, another 20 SIGs on her, that's good. It's going to deal more critical failure damage in Battlegrounds, so I won't complain if I pull Domino. Obviously, would like to get a really useful awakening to then take another champion up, but again, would not be mad at Domino at all. Cosmic, I think it was Angela, right? Yes, Angela. I do have Angela. She's in the Incursion Crystal. Not really doing anything with her unduped, so if I awakened her, that could open up things. I could definitely rank 2 her. Maybe use her in Incursions, maybe use her in a Battlegrounds meta. I don't know. But undupe, it's not happening. If I awaken her, then there's a chance. So it wouldn't be the worst, but definitely not like what I'm immediately after. Tech, on the other hand, I'm pretty sure it's this Iron Man, and I do already have him. He's from the Titan pool. So awakening him would be pretty sweet. I already have the 6-star counterpart rank 5, SIG 200. But if I awaken him, I definitely take him up to rank 2, and we'll probably start favoring him over the 6-star counterpart. But unduped, it's not happening. So that would be a big awakening for him. But I already have the 6-star, so I'm not super eager for it. Then the last one, Mojo. Also just pulled Mojo from that Incursion Crystal. And man, oh man, I would absolutely love a dupe on Mojo. If I duped him, I definitely rank 2. I have the ability to rank 2 him right now. But I just don't really want to do that unduped. But if I awakened him, he becomes a much better attacker. He gets access to a Fury buff and a few other things. His SIG is very, very nice and kind of important on attack. So, and he's not really the best defender anymore these days. So would definitely have that awakening ability if I really kind of wanted to rank him. So yeah, this pool is pretty exciting for me. None of the champions would be bad. Invisible Woman, brand new champ to the roster, could maybe be useful in Battlegrounds on defense. Black Cat would be an incredible awakening. Domino, more SIGs, more BS damage. Mojo would be a phenomenal first time awakening. Take him up. Angela, again, not what I'm looking for, but would be solid. And Iron Man, again, not what I'm looking for, but would be so solid. Iron Man is feeling very, very good. So really, really solid pool of champions. It's like I felt like being Valiant, it's been nice having those Valiant dailies. They're not that crazy unless you get super lucky. But, it's nice. But I feel like there hasn't been anything like too crazy that really makes you feel like, wow, I'm so glad I'm Valiant until now. Valiant's really starting to feel worth it now. And this login calendar, super, super excited. I'd say my number one most wanted from it, probably Black Cat. I'm just really liking her. So if I could get her awakened, that would just make me want to rank her as high as I possibly could. Yeah, none of them are bad. So I'm really excited for this. Let me know what you guys think about all this information. What reward are you most excited for? Are you surprised we're finally seeing 7-star SIG stones? Are you excited? Are you going to make a push for Valiant? Let me know. Love to hear all your guys' thoughts and feedbacks in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you missed the stream, I'll catch you up. Those are the important stuff that I was really keeping an eye on. And yeah, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching this video. Hope you enjoy it. Peace out.